Is fruit a good diet, snack, or food? And the answer is a little bit loaded. It's kind of yes and no. And the reason being that, of course, you want to eat everything in moderation, and then you also want to pick your fruits carefully. Fruits have a lot of great attributes. They have fiber, they have antioxidants, they have complex and simple carbs, they have lots of cancer-fighting elements, so those things are all good. But the downside to fruits is that they also have a lot of fructose and sugar. So basically what that means is that if you eat them in large quantities, that's going to be stored in your body as fat. So we want to try to avoid that. Fruits that are really high in fat and sugar are things like dried fruits. We want to stay away from those in mass quantities, really caloric. Also things like dates, mangoes, plums, very high in sugar. Good fruits to eat if you're looking to lose weight or even maintain are things like berries, oranges, grapefruits. Those still have the great qualities that fruits provide, but are lower in sugar. So enjoy your fruits, but pick carefully and eat in moderation. Bye.
Hi, my name is Micki and this is yoga. We will be doing today steady flow. We'll be linking Surya Namaskar A, B, and adding in C. It's designed to build heat and to be fun, but you're probably gonna get lost maybe at first. Don't worry, so did I. The more you practice, the better you get and the more comfortable you feel. You ready to get better? Let's get started. We're gonna start in Virasana. So come onto your knees. Separate your feet. Try to keep the tops of your feet on the floor and for your pinky toe to be the widest part of the pose. Now take your thumbs, place them behind your knees and bisect your calf, which is different than rolling the calves out. You just want to bisect the calves and then sit down between your heels. Now, right now you might be thinking, I don't think I like this pose. It's very good for you because what you want to do is to always keep the natural curve in your spine. So instead of rounding your back like we do when we're sitting, I want you to tilt your pelvis forward so that your sit bones are moving downward and then sit up. All right? So if this feels uncomfortable for you still, what you do is you grab a blanket or a block or a couple books and you sit on top of them. All right? The more you practice this, the easier it becomes and the more comfortable you feel. So we're gonna sit here for a moment and be with our breaths. What does that mean? I just want you to let go of whatever happened before and don't worry about what's gonna happen next. Okay, we're gonna do first some breath exercises with this and then we're gonna sit for a moment and plant a seed of intention. All right? On an inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And as you exhale, fold your hands in front of your heart center. 4 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, fold your hands in front of your heart center. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, fold your hands down. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Stay with your hands folded in front of your heart center. Roll your shoulder heads back. Lift your sternum up. Bring your palate back so you're sitting with confidence, pride, and honor. Go into your breaths. How do they feel? Could they be longer? Could they be smoother? And set an intention for your practice. You want to start planting seeds, mantras. What do you want out of your practice, out of your life? Only you know this. Slowly, we'll blink our eyes open and release your hands. Let's come into downward facing dog. Bring your hands to the floor, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, send your hips back and straighten your legs. Make sure you're not gluing your fingertips together. You always want to give each finger its own personal space, and then press into your first finger and thumb. As you straighten your arms, I want you to try to spin your inner arms towards your ears. Send your shoulders down your back, pull your hips away from your ribs, and try to spin your inner thighs back, heels down. Keep the breath steady, and long, and smooth. Now lift your heels high off the floor and spin your heels as far over to the right as you can. Press into your left hand a little bit more than the right so that you stay out of the shoulder. And then breathe through the left side of your body. You should feel more of a stretch there. On your next inhale, lift your heels high off the floor and spin all the way over to your left. Try to stay out of dunking into your shoulders, so use your hands, press them into the floor. Feel the stretch in the right side of your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your heels high off the floor and bring them back to center. This time you're gonna curl your toes over the other way. You get to pretend you're a dancer for a moment and point your toes. Now, if this feels super uncomfortable, which for some of you, a lot of you it will, 1 foot at a time. Try not to bring your hips forward. Stay in down dog. We want to keep all parts of our body flexible. And what tends to happen is we forget about these toes and they're in shoes all the time and they're stiff. So let's keep them flexible by bending them. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, release your feet to face the normal way. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your back knee to the floor, Anjaneyasana. Now it's up to you. You can either keep the back foot on the floor like this, with the ball of the foot pressing down into the floor, or to get a little bit deeper into the pose, press the tops of your foot into the floor and send your hips down. Just like all yoga poses, you don't want to just work on flexibility or strength, it's both. So flexibility, you're moving forward, strength, you're drawing your legs, you're scissoring the legs towards each other. Now, bring your palms together. Let's twist. Left elbow on the outside of the knee. Lengthen your spine and twist. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Try not to turn your hips, all right? So pin your hips together. Inhale. And exhale. Press your palms firmly into one another. 1 more breath. And exhale. Release your hands. Downward facing dog. Other side, step your left foot forward between your hands and drop your back knee. Bring your arms up. Stretch them over your head. And again, it's yogi's choice. You can keep the ball of the foot on the floor or press the top of the foot on the floor. I'm gonna go for top of the foot today. Send your hips closer towards the left heel and then scissor your legs towards each other. Pin your hips together, so draw in. Then fold your hands in front of your heart center. Draw and bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Now find length first. As you exhale, twist. Again, inhale and exhale. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Let's come into Vashisthasana side plank. Spin over onto the outer edge of your right foot. Draw your right shoulder blade into the back. 5 breaths. Straighten your legs and spin your inner thighs back. Try to take your tailbone towards your heels and your pubic bone to your navel. Girdle, right? Tie those ribs together, chest, sternum moving to your chin. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Take 1 more breath. And slowly, gracefully make your way back into downward facing dog. Other side, spin over onto the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your feet, stack the legs, stack your hips, stack the shoulders. So we become much lighter when we start stacking the bones on top of each other and using your legs, using your muscles. So firm up your thighs, lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, pubic bone to the navel. So zip up the front of your body, lift the sternum, tie up your ribs, take your gaze up. One more breath, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. All right, moving on. Crescent pose, step your right foot forward between your hands. Rise up, stretch your arms over your head. Press your left thigh back into the bone and lengthen your tailbone down. Pull your side body up off your hips, palms together. Take your gaze between your hands. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Flank. Come to the tips of your toes. Chaturanga. Lower your hips. Cobra. Take 3 breaths. Try to get your shoulder heads back, your shoulder blades together, and push your chest forward. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Crescent pose, stretch your arms up over your head. All right, firm up your back leg. So press your right thigh back into the bone and lengthen your tailbone as you pick your frontal hip bones up. Closing your ribs, lengthen your side body. Stretch through your arms, palms together. Maybe your gaze is up. Take 3 breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the floor. Come into plank. Chaturanga. Cobra, 1 breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Open and close your mouth. Take out any tension you may be feeling in your jaw, in your neck, and in your body. Start to walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Separate your feet hip width apart and spread your toes. Stack your hips directly over your heels. Fingertips on the floor, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. All right, we're gonna move through Surya Namaskar A. You're nice and warm. Remember, it's 1 breath for each pose. Let us begin. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths. Lift your heels, bend your knees, hop forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest, come up halfway. Plant your hands, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Take your back bend. Adho Mukha, down dog. High in the balls of your feet. Look between your hands. Hop forward. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. We're building our heat. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha, 3 breaths. Behind the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Hop forward. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. Surya Namaskar B. Bend your knees, fingertips on the floor. Weighting to the heels. Belly off your thighs. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest. Ardha, Chaturanga. Inhale, take your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Rise up, one breath. Exhale, Chaturanga. Take your back bend. Down dog, left foot forward, warrior one. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adha Mukha. Down dog. 5 breaths. Spread your fingers. Push down into the first finger and thumb. Lengthen your arm bones. Lengthen your side body. Sit bones up. Tailbone up. Inner thighs back. Breathe. Grip the floor with your finger pads. High in the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Hop forward. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Rise up. Arms down by your side. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adha Mukha. Right away, step that right foot forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, take it back. Last time, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, move through the vinyasa. Five breaths. Slow it down. So originally, sun salutes were designed in India to salute the sun. So I enjoy doing my Surya Namaskars in the morning, okay, to salute the sun, something that gives us light every day, something that gives us life. High in the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Lift and lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale and fold. Utkatasana. And rise up. Arms down by your side. We're gonna balance. All right, so let's stand on our left foot first. It's called Utthita Asta Padangusthasana. It's a fancy word for just holding onto your foot, right? Sounds like lasagna pasta to me. You're gonna grab a hold of your right big toe. The first part of the pose is just straightening your left leg, lifting your chest. If you can do that, extend the leg forward. Now, you're always gonna wanna find a soft gaze. It's known as drishti. Left arm extends up, chest lifts up, hold 3, 2, and 1. Release. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Root down through the floor. Now you're gonna stand on your right foot. Grab a hold of your left big toe. First part, straight leg, straight standing leg, chest lifted. Next part, straighten your left leg. Soften your gaze, shoulders back, extend the right arm up. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right, so we're gonna move on to Surya Namaskar C. We go through it slow the first time. The second time we do it, we're gonna add on just a little bit. It's fun. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior one. Step your right foot forward, spin your back heel down, and rise up. Open out, warrior two. Try to lengthen your right inner thigh towards your knee. Bring your right hip forward, left thigh back. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, Utthita Parasva Konasana. Take your hand to the outside of your right foot. Extend your left arm over. Bring your left arm straight towards the ceiling. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Either keep your gaze towards the floor or turn your gaze to face the ceiling. But are your legs straight? They should be. Can you lengthen through your spine? Could you stretch out from your arms? Look down at your right foot, bend your right knee, move into Ardha Chandrasana, slide and lift. Try to get your right hip to go underneath you, and maybe take your gaze up. Bring your gaze back down, bend your right knee, send your right foot all the way back, triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, come into your lunge, downward facing dog. So that was a C variation. Let's do the other side. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. Hair in the face. Open out, warrior two. Again, lengthen the inner thigh. That left inner thigh is going to go towards the left knee. The left hip's going to move forward, right thigh back, stretch out from your arms. Reverse your warrior. Find length up out of the hips. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your lower back. So lift the chest, reach to the fingertips. Take another inhale. Exhale, side angle. Left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm up. Find a straight line from your back leg, through your body, through your arm. Gaze up. Triangle pose, Trikonasana, straighten both legs. Draw your left hip underneath you, lengthen your spine and reach through the arms. Moving into your balance, Ardha Chandrasana, bend your left leg, reach your left arm forward, glide and lift. Now it's up to you. Do you want to change the location of your gaze, which could be to the ceiling, straight in front of you, or at the floor? Bend your left leg, reach your right leg back, triangle pose. Lunge. Downward dog. All right, let's go through Surya Namaskar C again, this time adding on. Step your right foot forward between your hands, spin your back heel down, rise into warrior one. Open out into warrior two. Reverse your warrior, inhale. As you exhale, take it into side angle. Reach your left arm over your head. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach and expand, lengthen. Transition, Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. Move it from half, into full moon, Chapasana. So think of your left leg as being a bow, as part of a bow and arrow. And I want you to press your left shin into the hand and send your hips forward. Shoulder heads back, make a circle. Release your foot, square up your hips. Standing splits, walk your hands back. Grab a hold of your right ankle or calf and draw your body in as your left leg tries to touch the ceiling. Try to avoid turning the hip out. Rotate your left inner thigh towards the ceiling. and release. Separate your feet hip width apart. Grab a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers, coming into Padangusthasana. Shoulders move back, lift the chest, start to firm up your thighs. Pull the belly in off your thighs and fold. Elbows are gonna go out to the side, shoulders down the back. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the floor. 3 breaths. Place your left hand on your hip. Put a little bend in your knees. Pull your navel in and rise all the way up to stand, holding on to your right foot. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Open your right leg out to the side. Variation 2. Shoulder heads back. Lift through your spine as you press down into your left foot. Bring your right leg back forward. Reach your left arm over your head. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest, come up halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward for warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Open out into warrior 2. Reverse your warrior inhale. Right into side angle. Left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm over your head. Stretch. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Straighten your legs. Expand. Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your left leg. Reach forward. Glide and lift. Bend your right leg, grab a hold of the ankle, move into Chapasana, full moon. Think of that bow again. Press the ankle, the shin into the hand. Hips forward to counter the balance, counter the weight. Shoulders back, chest moves forward. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your hands to the floor and square up your hips. Walk your hands back and grab a hold of your left ankle or left calf. Draw your body in towards the thigh. Reach your right leg up. Remember, we're not opening the hip. We're neutral hip. So you want to draw your right inner thigh towards the ceiling. Lift the leg. And release. Grab a hold of your big toes. So make sure your feet are separated again, hip width apart. Padangusthasana. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold. Should be able to get a little deeper into the pose this time, but don't hang out in your heels. Bring the weight forward to the balls of your feet. Don't let your belly hang on your thigh. Actually pull it away. Find more length through your spine. And release. Bring your right hand to your hip. Put a bend in your knees. Activate your core. Rise all the way up into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Open the leg out to the side. Draw your left hip down. Lengthen through your torso. It's a lot of core work. Slow down the breath to stay steady. Bring your leg back forward. Reach your arm over your head. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Stand in Tadasana. Close your eyes and just feel your body start to settle. Coming into a twist. Back up from the front edge of your mat. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Fold your hands in front of your heart center. Left elbow on the outside of the knee, twist, 3 breaths. Maybe left hand down, right arm up, 2 more breaths. Last one. Utkatasana. Fold your hands in front of your heart, right elbow on the outside of the knee. Lengthen and twist. Maybe right hand down, left arm up, broaden across your collarbones, sit deeper in your chair, gaze up. And release. Separate your feet, hip width apart. Padahastasana, slide your hands underneath your feet. Give your hands a little foot massage. Inhale, lift the chest and fold forward. Maybe wrap your fingers around your feet. Release. Set it for Bakasana. So we're going to take Bakasana crane pose into headstand. So make sure you have space in front of you to drop your head, all right? High in the balls of your feet, knees out. Come into crane. Start to send the top of your head to the floor. Bring your knees together at your chest. Send your sit bones up. Lift your knees. Straighten your legs. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're slowly going to lower, only lower halfway down. Squeeze your inner thighs and your ankles together. Try to keep your hips stacked right on top of your shoulders. Pull your belly button in. You're going to shoot your legs back, lift your chest, and land in chaturanga. Ready? And land. Up dog. Down dog. One more breath. And lower down onto your knees. Let's come onto our backs. Start to cool down. Turn your feet to be parallel, right? Lining up with the outer edge of your mat. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands down to the floor, elbows in. Lift your hips and come to the crown of your head. Rise up. Breathe. Come onto the balls of your feet. Walk your feet in. Place your heels down. Lift the chest. Breathe. Try to spin your inner thighs down and lift your hips. Try to gaze back toward your feet. Walk your feet back. Chin to the chest and lower down. 2 more. Set yourself up. Feet hip width apart. Reach your arms up. Place the palms down. Come to the crown of your head. Elbows in and rise. Walk your feet in. Send your heels down. Try to straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Walk your feet back. Tuck your chin. Come down and rest. Place your palms down. Make sure your hair's not in the way. Come to the crown of your head. Lift up. This time, if you can, feet together. Heels down. Shoulder blades into the back and straight. Bend your knees. Separate your feet. Tuck your chin. Roll it down. Draw your knees into your chest. Arms to the side. Cross your right leg over your left. And let's twist. Once you get your knees down, press your right hip away. Try to get your right shoulder onto the floor as you reach to those fingertips. Switch your right leg on top of your left and take your knees over to your right. As soon as your knees touch the floor, take your right hand and guide your left hip down. Extend through your left arm and twist. Slowly, let's come up. Grab behind your knees and rock yourself. Let's come into double pigeon. Now, if double pigeon isn't for you, because it depends on your hip flexibility, then you'll do what's called Sukhasana, where you're crossing at your ankles, your feet are flexed, and you fold forward. Otherwise, you're stacking. Okay? Stacking the shins on top of each other, flexing the feet to protect your knees, and fold forward. Let's stay here for 10 breaths. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Inhale, finding softness with every exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Flex your feet. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Soften the belly. So I know most of the time we're drawing our bellies in. I want you to allow yourself to release in the belly. 6. See if you can reach your arms a little bit further. 7. Breathe through the back of your body. 8. Soften your jaw. 9. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, 10. Slowly. Hello. Switch your sides. Straighten your legs and stack. Again, remember there is a variation. And it's okay for your knee to be up like this. I'd rather that than you crank and push it down. My teacher actually ended up hurting himself and having to get knee surgery because he was pushing it down, all right? So we don't want to do that. I'm sure it didn't look like that, and he probably doesn't appreciate me telling that story. But we learn through other people's experiences a lot when we learn what not to do, if we choose to. Anyways, start walking it forward. Find some softness. Try to keep your tailbone down, especially you bendy people. Don't let your butt lift off the floor. 10 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1. Soften your jaw. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Think of it as feeling like a sigh. Inhale. Let it feel that good. Exhale. 3. Inhale, lengthen through your body. 4. Inhale. Flex your feet. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. 3 more. Inhale. 7. Where else could you soften? Inhale. 8. Inhale. 9. Last breath, deep breath in. Exhale and walk it up. Straighten out our legs for Paschimottanasana. So move the buttocks flush from underneath your sit bones. Spin your inner thighs down and lengthen through your instep. Take 10 breaths. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, 2. Try to press your thighs down. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Inhale, 6. Inhale, 7. Find more length through your spine. Press your thighs down. 8. 9. And 10. Slowly lead with your chest. Lay all the way down onto your backs. We're going to end in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Take your thumbs and roll your buttocks flush down. We're going to start by placing the right hand on your lower belly and your left hand on your heart. Close your eyes and just feel the breath move into both hands. Now here's something amazing. Whether or not you're aware of it or controlling it, your breath is working. Your body does it with or without you telling it to. And in fact, if you ever try to stop the breath, you'll pass out and you'll start breathing again. Find comfort that everything you need is already supplied for you inside of you. So allow yourself to let go. Arms down by your side. Keep your eyes closed. Your stretch, take a deep breath in. Sigh out through your mouth. On your next inhale, stretch your legs out. Inhale. And exhale. Stay for a moment. And then bring your knees to your chest. Roll over to your side and press yourself up. Let's sit. Palms facing up. This is a yoga mudra, hand positioning, for allowing things to come to you, whatever it is. You can take in everything. You can take in nothing. But it's your choice. Be open to the possibility that what you think you want may not be what you need. Right? So let's close our eyes. we set an intention before our practice. Set an intention for after your practice, for the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, the rest of your life. Namaste.